Hi everyone! Welcome to another weekly video episode of Mondays with Marian. If you guys are new to my channel, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Check out all the old videos that I posted about why I started it. I have videos about my daily meditation practice, my journal writing, gratitude practice, and a few other things too that I talk about. So I talk a lot about spirituality, personal growth, entrepreneurship, leadership, everything. So I'm here to share my experiences, and I'm constantly learning every day, and I love learning from you guys as well. Thanks again for joining, and today we are talking about our book recommendations. So every month I do a monthly book recommendation. I recommend 3 books, 3 that I've already read, favorite, a classic, or something that I'm reading now. And I'm really excited to share these 3. The first one is Lewis Howes' Mask of Masculinity. It's The Mask of Masculinity. I actually recommended Lewis's first book, The School of Greatness, because it's based off his podcast, which I'm a huge fan of. His podcast is also called The School of Greatness. But the second one is really amazing, and I was actually very fortunate enough to be a part of the book launch committee. And Lewis is an amazing person. His team is awesome. And this book is so different because it really challenges the different masks that men wear, everything that has to do with sort of the mask they wear to put a certain persona up in society that's not always beneficial. And it's a great book for both men and women to kind of understand the psychology and the dynamics behind it, and how we can slowly take our masks off and help the men in our lives take their masks off so that they can be their true selves and they don't have to hide behind sex or money or success or sports or something like that. So amazing book. I highly recommend it. I've actually gifted it to a few people already. It's an awesome book. The second one, so I practice a few Ayurveda techniques, and this is an amazing sort of starter guide. It's called The Idiot's Guide to Ayurveda. It's by Sahara Rose Katabi, and I follow her on Instagram. She's awesome. She also has a podcast called The Highest Self Podcast. And lately I've been really delving more into Ayurveda. I was already doing a few things like, tongue scraping in the morning, dry brushing, looking at certain foods, yoga, meditation, all part of that. But I've really been paying attention to my doshas. And there's actually several tests that you can take online to find what kind of dosha that you have. We all have all 3 doshas, but there's usually one that's a little bit more prominent. And I have a pitta dosha, which is fire, and it totally explains a lot of my eating habits, what happens when I don't eat, I get hangry, recommendations for what's good so that you're not imbalanced in your dosha. It's so fascinating. And if you're new to Ayurveda, this is just such an amazing book because it really breaks it down. So that's my second recommendation. The third one is The Wisdom of Sundays. I am a huge Oprah fan. I listen and I watch Super Soul Sundays. I love her podcast. And basically it's a beautiful book, hardcover with gorgeous photos. And it's a lot of the key pieces of advice and spiritual guides and informations that she gathered from all of her guests on Super Soul Sundays. So it's an awesome book. I refer to it. There's a lot of really great quotes. And overall, I just love what Oprah does. I love the people that she interviews, and I feel very called to that community because we're all here to fulfill our purpose and our mission, and we're all here to heal ourselves and each other, to learn and to spread light and love. So those are my 3 recommendations for the month. And thanks so much for tuning in. Let me know if you guys have any book recommendations. I'm always open to learning more of what you guys love to read. And yeah, follow me on social media. I'm really active on Instagram, and I do a lot of IG stories and posts. So see you guys next time. Bye.